Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. I was accepted into the fall 2017 session of the DCP, and if you don't know what that is, it's the Disney College Program, and I will be moving down to Orlando, Florida on September 5th. So as a little introduction to my channel and a little bit about me, I found a list of questions today that talk about how I got involved in the DCP and what I'm looking to get out of it, and so I'm going to answer those for you so you can learn a little bit about me, my journey, and what I'm hoping to do down in Orlando. So let's get started! So this is a DCP challenge, or DCP tag, whatever you like to call it, and I'm just going to be answering a couple questions about myself. So my first question is, how did you hear about the program? I actually, when I was 16, I started lifeguarding, and so I was talking to one of my coworkers one day, and she came in and she was really excited, and she was like, I'm moving to Orlando, I'm gonna go work for Disney. And I was like, oh, that's really cool, like, are you doing some sort of program, what's going on? And so she was like, oh no, I'm doing it's like an internship, like I work down there for the semester and then I get credit for school. And I was like, wow, that's actually really awesome. And I had just gone to Disney probably like a couple months before that, and I was like so excited to hear about this program that I was like, I definitely need to do this while I'm in college. And so that was how I heard about it, and then ever since then I've just been following people and finding out more people who've done the program and talking with them about it, and it just became a goal of mine to do the program. I'm very excited that she told me about it and got me introduced to it, and I'm very excited that I get to move down there. Okay, so question 2 is, how was the interview process? The interview process was, I applied twice to the DCP. My first time I applied for fall of 2016, and I got in, and the interview process was, I just kind of went in as like an unknown. I was like, I don't know if I'm even going to get accepted, like I just want to see what it's all about. If I could get in, like I don't even know. I didn't even know that there were Facebook groups for this stuff. Yes, people, there is Facebook groups for this stuff. If you are confused, please join a Facebook group. It really helped me the second time, but the first time I didn't know anything, so I just kind of went into it unknown, and I applied. I got the phone interview, and I was like, okay, what is this? Like, I don't really know, and I just picked some roles where I was like, so when you apply, you have the opportunity to pick what kind of role you would want to do, and I didn't really know what kind of role I would want to do, so I was like, okay, I'll just check most of the boxes, and it really didn't mean anything like big to me what role I got. I was like, okay. And so I did the phone interview. The phone interview was pretty simple. My lady was really, really nice, but I was just so nervous because I didn't know what was going on, and I really didn't know what I had at stake here, and so I went into it the second time, and the first time I ended up actually getting accepted for a role, but I chose not to take it because I actually chose to graduate early and go down to the program afterwards. So I graduated in 3 years from college, and I'm actually going right after graduation. And so I applied the second time, and I knew what I wanted. I knew what roles were out there. I studied, I looked at vlogs, I joined Facebook groups. I knew exactly what was coming next in the process, and it was so much more helpful. Even if you're just applying the first time, join a Facebook group, watch some vlogs. I can't stress enough how much I love vlogs and people who vlog, and it's so wonderful to have those people as assets in your journey. So the second time, the interview went really smooth. I knew exactly what I wanted to highlight about myself. I knew exactly what to put on the application, and I really knew exactly what I wanted out of the program, and so I applied and I actually got accepted. So that was awesome, and I felt so much more confident in myself the second time. Where was I when I found out? So I was actually at my internship. I'm a marketing major. I just graduated with my BS in marketing, and so this past semester I was at an internship, and so I don't know what it was. I had a feeling that I was like, okay, I applied the first day when applications came out, and so people started getting their acceptances probably 3 weeks to a month later, and so people were posting and they were like, I got accepted today, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, like, I want to get accepted. And so I looked in my inbox and I was like, holy crap, I just got accepted to the Disney College Program, and everyone in the office was like, oh my god, that's wonderful, like, what's your role, what are you going to be doing? And I was like, I don't know, I forgot my my lovely roommate to, when she got back from class, grab my password, go into my computer, and look for me. And so she got my password for me, and I was actually able to go on at work and check, and I will be doing merchandise. And that leads into my next question. What is my role? So I'll be doing merchandise down in Orlando, and if you don't know what that is, you'll be doing anything from sales in Disney Springs and any of the parks, just anything where it'd be like a transaction, like a retail transaction. You can do food, clothing, the Emporium, really anything where there's a money exchange. That's pretty much merchandise, and so I'm very excited about it, and I think it's going to be a great role, and I've heard a lot of people who have done it before have absolutely loved it. I actually have a friend, Kaylee, if you're watching this, hello, who's down there now, and she works at Blizzard Beach doing merchandise, and she absolutely loves it, and so I'm very excited to get started. Let's see. How did I find my roommates? So, as I was saying, those Facebook groups are not only useful for information, they're also really useful for roommates. So once you get accepted, you get to pick an arrival date. And so after, I think it's honestly like the day you get accepted, you can go in and you have about a week to accept your role once they accept you. And so you can go in and you can choose what day you want to come. So my options were August 7th through September 5th. There was a couple dates in there, and I chose September 5th. I wanted to work the whole summer, and so I was kind of nervous about finding roommates because I feel like nobody really wants to come on the last day, which ended up being true. But I do have currently 4 wonderful roommates. I absolutely love them, and I found them through Facebook. So first I linked up with one girl. I looked through the groups and I saw, okay, who it seems like she would fit well with me. I read her roommate survey and I was like, okay, this girl's pretty cool. So I messaged her, and then we kind of started talking, and then we eventually found 2 other girls, and then we found another girl, and we just all kind of came together and started talking to each other, and now we have a giant group chat. And if you guys are watching, I love you also, and I can't wait to live with you. And I think that the Facebook group was definitely invaluable in that situation. However, you can go into it random if you don't want to look for roommates. That's okay, people do that. We might end up getting a 6th roommate who is a random, and that's okay, we don't mind, and I think it's going to be great, and whatever you decide to do, hopefully it turns out awesome for you. What are you going to miss while in the program? Well, okay. I am from upstate New York. I'm actually from Pittsford, New York, which is a suburb of Rochester, New York, and not a lot of people know where that is, which is fabulous. But if you know where Buffalo, New York is, where buffalo wings come from, or Niagara Falls, I'm like an hour outside of that. But I absolutely love Rochester for so many different reasons, but my absolute favorite thing about Rochester and the New York area is fall. I love fall in New York, and I'm so upset I'm going to be missing it this year, but it's okay. I'm going to be in Disney World, but I just want to talk for a minute about how much I love fall. I love apple cider, I love donuts, I love going to cider mills, and I love photography. I love taking pictures. One of my really good friends kind of turned me on to photography in college. Thank you, Jake, for that. But last year we went up a ski ride, and we got to take pictures all over the Finger Lakes region in New York, and it was absolutely beautiful, and I'm so upset I won't be able to do it this year, but it's okay. Other things I'm gonna miss, of course I'm gonna miss my friends and my family. I love you guys, and I am sad that I'm gonna be missing Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the holidays that fall in the fall, but it's okay. I'll see you guys when I get back. So, apart from all of my lovely New York things, well, I guess this goes with all of my lovely New York things. Rochester has a wonderful grocery store chain, and it's called Wegmans. And if you've never heard of it, it's the greatest thing on earth. I know you think your grocery store is better. It's not, let me tell you. Wegmans is the best thing on earth. It's an adventure every time I walk in. It has everything I've ever known to man. The service is wonderful, and I just love absolutely everything about it. And it's so Rochester. It was built in Rochester, it started in Rochester, and it's now expanded all over the East Coast, which is fabulous. So I'm hoping maybe maybe. It will get down to Orlando by the time I leave, but probably not. And so, Wegmans, fall, family and friends, and my last thing is that I'm going to miss Rochester food. I love food in Rochester. We have such a diverse selection, but what Rochester is really known for is our garbage plates. And yeah, that sounds nasty. I'll insert a picture of what a garbage plate looks like. It looks kind of gross when you look at it. It tastes amazing. It's potatoes, like home fries, you get some mac salad, normally you put cheeseburgers, hot dogs, anything you want on top of it, and then you just slather all of it in meat sauce. And I know it sounds really disgusting, but it is delicious, and I will probably try to make my own for my roommates, maybe. Sorry roommates if I mess that up, but it's gonna be wonderful. What is your favorite Disney park? Okay, so I've been to Disney. I've been to each of the parks twice, so I've only been to Disney 3 times in my life, and I feel like I'm kind of a hypocrite saying that I love Disney, but anyone can love Disney, that's true. So my favorite park, that's a tough one. Everyone's, I feel like, is Magic Kingdom. And my favorite park is actually Animal Kingdom. And I know a lot of people don't love Animal Kingdom, and I still have not figured out why, but it's my favorite park. I love animals. I work at my local zoo, and I absolutely adore conservation efforts, and I know Disney does so much for conservation down there, and Animal Kingdom is just one of my favorite places to walk through. I can get my steps in really, really well because they have those Maharaja Jungle Trek, and you can walk through and you can see the tigers and the gorillas, and they actually have one of my favorite animals, the otter, and they have an Asian small-clawed otter down in DAC, and I am so excited to go see it. I can't tell you, it will probably be the first park I visit other than Magic Kingdom, and I am so excited about it. First thing you want to do when you get there? Well, I am taking the car train down there. I'm from upstate New York, and going down to Florida is a lot, so we're not driving. I think we're going to put my car on a train and get down there. So the first thing I probably want to do is get out of the car and stretch my legs. But when I'm done with that, my first real thing I want to do, I have been waiting forever and ever and ever to do this, and I'm going to do it many times throughout the program. I want to go to the Polynesian, I want to get a Dole Whip, and I want to sit on the beach, and I want to watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks. And that is something that I have been dreaming of doing ever since the last time I was in Disney. I've never stayed on property at Disney, so I've never really been to any of the resorts. I've been inside a couple of them, but I've never been in the Polynesian, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside on the little sandy part on the beach, and I'm so pumped to go see the fireworks off the beach at nighttime and sit with my roommates and just talk and laugh and have a good time and get to know each other a little better. Number 1 on my bucket list. Ooh, this is a tough one. I don't really have a Disney bucket list because I really haven't been there a lot. I want to do everything. I want to do literally everything, but for the sake of I haven't done this because I didn't realize I could, the number one thing on my bucket list is to ride the People Mover. My best friend Krista, and I know you're watching this, Krista, so hello. One of her favorite rides is the People Mover, and I never knew that that was a literal ride. I always thought it was just kind of like the train that transported you around, and I was like, okay, like why would I go on this? There's really no point. There was no line ever, so I really should have gone on it or just experienced what it was. But I'm really excited. That's number 1 on my bucket list because I never knew it was a ride, and I definitely want to experience it. Last question. One thing you hope to take away from the program. So what I really, really, really want to take away from the program is actually a professional internship. Something I've been doing for myself this summer is creating an online portfolio and making myself more marketable to the Disney company. And so I've been relentless, asking people on LinkedIn, talking to people on Facebook who have had professional internships about what I can do to get a professional internship, how I can network during the program. So if you have had a professional internship or you know somebody who has, or you're trying to get one yourself, please in the comments talk about how you networked on your program, or if you know somebody, please let me know who they are, and I'd love to talk to them about how they got their professional internship. I want a professional internship with Disney so bad, and this summer I really worked on getting myself to that point. And so from the college program, that's one thing I'd love to take away from it, is going the next step with Disney and kind of paying my dues at the Disney college program level, and then maybe climbing the corporate ladder up to a professional internship. So, thank you for watching my vlog, my intro vlog. I'm so excited to continue this channel. I'll try to put up videos as much as I can. I don't leave until September 5th, so I won't be down in Disney until then, but don't worry, I have lots of videos planned that I'm going to try to upload. So, thank you for watching my vlog. If you have a vlog and you want me to watch it, I would love to. I love vlogs. Can't tell you enough how much I love vlogs. I bothered everyone I know with how much I love vlogs. So if you have one, leave it down in the comments. I will follow you 100%. Subscribe. Subscribe to me if you're enjoying this vlog, but I will definitely subscribe to you, and I want to know about your Disney journey, and if we're going to be in the same program together, which I'm hoping a lot of us will be, definitely introduce yourself. I want to get to know people, and especially if you're moving in September 5th, please let me know who you are and link your blog down below, and I will definitely take a look at it. So thank you, have a magical day, see you next time.